Alright, welcome my people. Let's just get straight to it. By now, you must have heard about what happened between Will Smith and this comedian Chris Rock at the Oscar this year. And you must have heard the whole rumor and the way he walked up to him on the stage and slapped him and shouted, "Keep my wife out of your mouth." And everybody was like, he shouldn't have done it. Why did he do it? Somewhere like, yes, he have to do it to protect his wife. Well, I figured out it's time I jump on the story and I say my piece. Well, first of all, this has been long due. I believe that since the time of entanglement, somebody somewhere is destined to be slapped, or Will Smith is destined to do something nasty to somebody, but nobody knows who it is. It's like something everybody knows will happen someday, but nobody knows who will get it. And people was like, he shouldn't have done something like that. You know, Chris Rock is the comedian, and he's his friend and all those things. Mind you, these guys are famous celebrities, and they are A-list celebrities, like number one celebrities. Whenever you talk about comedy, Chris Rock is number one. He did on the top. He's at the top. And when you talk about making movies, Will Smith also, he's there at the top. Now, coming to the comedy side, comedy cannot be comedy if comedians can't express themselves. It doesn't matter who they talk about or what they talk about. If they can't express themselves, then it's not comedy anymore. Imagine everybody walking up to the stage and slapping every comedian that talks about them. By now, somebody like Kevin Hart or Dave Chappelle, they would have shot him by now. But what we do in our daily lives, what happened in our daily life, contributes to what makes comedy, and contribute to what the content they have. This has happened. Yes, it happens. Your wife cheated on you, and it came out. It became so public that even if you can never accept that you cheated, you called it entanglement. And your husband have been cheating on you, but he can never accept that I cheated. He said bad marriage for life. That means the marriage is open. Okay, coming to that marriage part later. This is celebrity shit, and being a celebrity means that most of your business is public, no matter how secretive it is. Somebody somewhere want to know about it. Somebody somewhere want to know one or two things you do on a daily basis or with your personal life. They are called paparazzis, and those people will always snoop into your business. That is why it is called celebrity, because somebody wants to know how you do your shit outside your work. Now, it came out that this kind of thing happened. Everybody knows that. We all know it happened, okay, but you refuse to say it is cheating. You called it all sort of name, but you refuse to call it this is what it is. But you just said, oh, and you know the internet, we came about and be doing memes with it and be doing all the funny memes, and I know deep down it hurts him, but you can't do anything about it because it is what it is. Fast forward yesterday, it happened. He made joke about your wife bald head. He made joke about your wife. As a matured man, I would have thought that being a matured man and Chris Rock being an older man and a fellow gentleman like you would have walked up to him backstage and said, "Hey man, I don't like this thing. I don't like this. Please don't say something about my wife." I would appreciate if you go back and write an apology. Said you don't mean it like that, please. But you walked up to the stage and slapped him. Mind you, everybody's like, yes, it is Will Smith, yeah, he can do it, it is wife, all those things, and the show continued. If this was Kanye West, someone talked about his family and he walked up to the stage and slapped the person, They will be like, he's crazy, he need his medicine, he need all these things. But I don't see no difference here. I don't see nothing, no different. Kanye West have been online and be shouting, I want my wife, I don't like my wife new boyfriend, his name is Keith, all those things. Everybody said he's crazy, he need to be kicked out. Now a comedian made a joke about your wife. You walked up to the stage in front of the whole world and slapped the comedian just to prove that you love your wife, and you come outside and took your award, started crying and showing the world that you have been made fun of. Yes, you have to protect your wife, but you have to know when to call it to quit. I don't care what he said, I don't care what happened. If comedians stop talking about people, if comedians stop talking about what they see or what happens, what else will they talk about? Somebody like Kendall Jenner, if Dave Chappelle said things about him and said things about him, he said this is a joke, I understand it. So if people were to be walking up to a comedian and be slapping them based on what they say about their lives or their personal business, I don't think it will be funny anymore. This has been happening, and this slap is not meant for this man Chris Rocks. It's meant for this other guy August, but he didn't get it. Somebody had to take it, and it happens to be at the Oscars. He had to take it. But I'm telling you, I don't care what he said, because I listened to what he said. I don't care what he said. I don't care how he made it. Why not walk up to a man and tell him, look man, I don't like this? He's a reasonable man. He will consider it and say, okay, I'm very sorry about it. You can't just walk up to somebody and say, yeah, he keep your my wife out of your mouth and slap the person. What if he lose his school and say, okay, to hell with this work, and it broke out? Let's just say that Chris was so professional that he took it and said, okay, this guy just slapped me, and the work continues. I don't care what happens, but no matter what you do in your life, they say the way you lay your bed, so you shall lie on it. But they made their marriage look so perfect. I mean, Chris Smith, they made their marriage look so perfect. So when the flaws started showing, everybody was like, wow, so this thing happens there, so this kind of thing used to happen there, and everybody was like, shut up, you're not perfect, you're just like everybody else. Everybody has flaws, but it determines it's how you control your anger and how you control whatever emotion that gets to you that matters. I don't care whatever emotion he is in or he was in, he shouldn't have walked up there and slapped the man. I don't care what happened, I don't care what he said. Everybody deserves respect. He's doing his job. I don't care what you say about it, I don't care, but you don't have to walk up there and slap the man because of what he said about your wife. Rather, go backstage, talk to him, ask for apology. He will apologize to you personally and online. But slapping him, you just gave him a whole new content, because he can say, okay, you slapped me. He can go everywhere and anywhere and talk about it. Whatever happens. So guys, what do you think about this story? Do you support Chris Rocks, or do you support Will Smith? How do you think about the whole thing? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you.